Hi, I'm Campbell, and this is my partner in adventure, Gemma. Oh, and that's Ellie, our motorhome. We bought her back in June 2021 and have been exploring the beauty of our home country of Scotland ever since. You join us as we set off on a road trip around a 516-mile stretch of unbelievable beauty known throughout the world as the North Coast 500. Over the next 2 months, we will be exploring this route in a way that you have never seen before, uncovering its best kept secrets and exploring it in a way that only slow travel allows. Come along on our adventure with us and get ready to see a side of the North Coast 500 route that will blow your mind. In this week's episode, we kick off our North Coast 500 route by searching for the wildlife that is actually really easy to find, if you know where you're looking. We also discover one of the lesser known waterfalls on the route and experience our first ever cloud inversion, as well as enjoy the beauty of Scottish nature that you can find all across the country. So kick back, relax, and enjoy our alternative side to the North Coast 500. Good morning, gang, from a very, very messy Ellie. We've got our IKEA wardrobes that Gemma's going to set up later on. We'll get into what they are later on. We've just arrived at our first North Coast 500 stop up. It's super early in the morning. There's about maybe 10 other people here. They look like kind of locals because they're in cars, not motorhomes or whatever else. It's one of the best places in the area if you want to see dolphins. So we're crossing our fingers and our toes. The conditions look good. Let's go see some dolphins. Oh, that is an excellent idea. So I don't know what has happened, but the temperature has just suddenly dropped. It was like so cold today. I feel like the end of summer might have finally arrived. A wee cup of coffee and a view is much needed this morning.
Dolphins. The first pod's just gone by, and a little seal as well has been dotting around the shoreline. I've actually just heard that it's porpoise, not dolphins. So yeah, I wouldn't have been able to spot the difference from here.
I know, it was the guy that said that has got a massive binocular, like single monocular, so we're going to trust his word because he must be an expert if he's got that kind of gear. Yeah, they must be late for work or something because the speedboat that does the tour went past about half an hour ago and then they've come chasing it after it, so I think they slept in. Okay, so we saw some dolphins. Time is getting on, they don't seem to be doing much else. We saw some a bit further out as well, but they didn't actually come any closer. But still really cool. It just shows you the amount of like wildlife that there is out to actually see around this part of the day, because it's not even turned 8 o'clock yet and we've already seen porpoise and a seal. That was very curious, so it was quite cute swimming around. If you're into wildlife spotting, definitely come and check this place out. I would recommend first thing in the morning because it's free parking. Parking charges don't start until 9 o'clock.
And I've also read that 1 hour after low tide, I'm not sure what the tide is at the moment, but 1 hour after low tide is the best time to see them because that's when they'll start chasing the fish in.
We're going to crack on with the rest of the day. We've got so much stuff planned today. Like, it's really is the first day of our adventure. It's very exciting, but first things first, it's time for another coffee. We're proper struggling already with just like how difficult it is to find places that we can actually park. Yeah, just hero do. But yeah, it's like becoming a bit of a nightmare just trying to actually find places to park up because it's just so busy these days.
Do you know what's madness as well is that the other day we actually met people who had like a lorry, like a literal lorry. It was huge. Ellie looked like a little baby. She actually looked like the comparison of our other van, Roxy, next to this lorry. Yeah, it was absolutely huge. I don't know how they get around it.
Okay then, breakfast with a nice little sea view.
Oh yes, please.
Oh my god. First we've got to traverse this obstacle course. Right, you go around the back way and I'll fight my way through this.
Oh, you're the best.
Gemma's not just sitting scrolling Facebook, by the way. She's getting the newsletter up onto the website, which is all about our hike that we did last weekend. So if you want to read about the Larrigrew and Aviemore, go and read that. Also subscribe to our newsletter. This is your call to action. Links in the description box down below. If you want to get weekly updates about what we've been up to live, not 2 or 3 weeks later like you're seeing now, go and sign up. Now, so that's breakfast out of the way. Now we have the challenge of tackling these monstrosities. I'm going to take them outside where there's a bit more room and I can tell you all about them outside there. Alright, so we ended up getting bikes. We got 2 bikes.
Yeah, and we're really buzzing about it.
Yeah, the reason being as we discussed earlier, Ellie's turned out to be a lot bigger than we actually thought, and these roads are getting a lot more difficult the further and further north we go, so a set of bikes would be a lot easier because we can park up in a place like this and then just cycle to the nearby town rather than having to walk like an extra half hour or something.
Yeah, and we enjoy cycling.
Exactly. The only problem is now we decided to save 20 quid by kind of putting the bikes together ourselves, which in hindsight I'm just like, god damn, I wish I just spent that 20 quid because I've never put a bike together before in my life, so this can only go hilariously for you guys probably, but not so good for us.
No, we'll end up with the wheels going backwards or something. I don't know.
Yeah, handlebar on behind me. Right, let's get stuck in.
Looking good.
It is, we're getting there. It was actually a lot easier than I thought, although shouldn't jinx it, I'm not finished yet. The saddle to go in, and then the pedals to put on.
And then I can go and give it a whirl.
You're feeling brave, yeah. So I'm on to the last part, the pedals, which were hiding away in this box. And you know what else was in the box? The instruction. This would have made it a lot easier. Why am I such a man?
How are you getting on?
Oh, well, getting there. Bottle racks installed and everything. Your bike's pretty much good to go. Tyres are all pumped. It looks like a very comfy seat, but the only problem was I made a slight boo-boo. There's only one screw in there because I was doing it against this fence and I did not realise that when I dropped one, there's a bottomless pit of doom.
Oh no!
It's like an old pipe and that goes down about 2 feet, so it's not getting that back. I'll tighten that up as much as I can, that should be alright like that. Of all the places I could have done it, literally above the bottomless pit of doom. What are the chances of that, man? Do you want to give your bike a little spin?
Yeah.
The handlebar's a bit squint. Very. Oh dear.
Did you do that on
I
purpose?
don't think so. Maybe. Alright, well that looks a bit better now. Alright, take 2, let's go.
There's something.
Stickiest brakes.
Sorry, Ellie. There's something that like doesn't feel right, but I don't know what it is. What are your thoughts? Did you feel that?
Very, very squeaky.
I know, I don't know how to stop that.
I'm going to point something out on the way around.
Excellent.
So you'll need to...
Yeah, we can just connect all in.
Spin the whole fork round.
Yeah, perfect. Nice one, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cheers.
So that makes sense.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense then, because that fork should be pushing the bike tyre forward a little bit more. Alright, we figured it out. A nice gentleman just stopped and actually told us, because I'm rubbish at putting together bikes. And the rain's starting now. Right, I need to quickly fix this thing. So we have arrived at our parking up spot. It's pretty late. We're exhausted. I'll explain more of where we are in the morning because we've got a big adventure. So we'll see you guys then.
Good morning. So we have arrived at Rogie Falls. We arrived here last night. We slept the night here as part of the Forestry Commission's Stay the Night project that they're doing right now. They're allowing motorhomes to camp in the car park, which is really, really good. And we're really buzzing to see this waterfall because apparently it's a really, really beautiful one. And we woke up this morning to like a little bit of fog with some sun glare through it. So I don't know if it's still here by the time we've got up and got out, but I'm excited to see it.
And just like that, we're here already.
What?
Yeah, how long was that?
5 minutes.
Oh, that's nice and quick.
Unfortunately, the bridge is shut, which I think is the best viewpoint of the waterfalls. I don't know why it's shut. Maybe they had like some bad weather or I don't know.
Some kind of damage to it, yeah, looks of it. Well, unfortunately we can't access it from that, but yeah, the waterfall's just over here. You can already see some steam rising off of it.
Yeah.
Let's go and check it out. It's actually a lot bigger than I was expecting. It looks as if it kind of drops down over 2 or 3 tiers. But it's such a beautiful spot to come to first thing in the morning because you've got all the kind of morning mist still rising off of the waterfall, obviously as the air's heating up and the ice cold water is hitting off of it and just creating this kind of like eerie effect almost. It's really beautiful. And this is definitely what happens when you overstay your welcome at any one location in Scotland. You get bombarded by midges. They've just suddenly woken up. I don't know what's happened.
Hellish.
I know, we're trying to take photos and trying to do long exposures on a camera stand of the waterfall while midges are eating you is not easy, I'll tell you that, but beautiful waterfall. Let's go get some breakfast. So we're finally on our way north now. We just headed across the bridge away from the Black Isle on our way up to along the A9 across to Thurso. And Gemma just spotted a bunch of seals out the window. Well spotted, babe. You're getting so good at seeing this.
I know, this is going to turn into like a nature channel.
Yeah,
I'm just like spotting them all the time.
Up in the distance over there. I'll use the other camera. Oh, you can see him moving. That's so funny, it's literally just at the side of the busy A9 as you can hear from all the traffic behind us, and we're seeing wildlife. And also, the perks of stopping at the roadside is you get a little bit of Mother Nature's breakfast. Yum yum yum. Bramble picking just off the A9. Good? Yeah. Because no one else is stupid enough to bramble pick off the side of the A9.
Might as well fill up our berry box.
Get some breakfast.
Yes.
Oh no!
Ah!
Good. Yes it is.
Aye.
That is breakfast sorted. Free berries again. Blows my mind. Also will just not get over how good it feels just being able to jump in the back of the van and have a shower and feel fresh and ready for the day. It's like amazing. So ready for breakfast now.
I tell you.
Fresh berries. What are your thoughts? Taste free?
Even better.
I can't believe we've been paying for our berries at a Morrison's like mugs. It's going to be foraging for the rest of the autumn. It's amazing. And as the clouds lowered themselves into the surrounding glens of Easter Ross, we decided now was the perfect opportunity to go in search of one of the rarest and most coveted mountain phenomenons, the perfect cloud inversion. Here you go, babe. It's actually really funny, there's a kind of cloud coverage where you don't even realise you're kind of walking into clouds because the visibility is actually not bad. It's maybe 20 or 30 metres, but it's just when you turn around and try and see the car park again, it's just completely white, so we're obviously right up into the cloud at the moment. And it seems from now on, it just stairs all the way up into paradise. The sun is peeking its way through, which hopefully means we'll be above the clouds soon, which is bad because of the heat. But it's also very good because it means that we should be able to see over the clouds and hopefully have a good bit of cloud inversion. We're into a final push now, we're just coming above the clouds, coming up to the first summit. We've still got well, another 4 kilometres to go, but I think the view from here is just going to be stunning. That is the first little summit, I believe that's Little Wyvis behind that, another 300 metres. I don't know if you guys can see this, there's so many wee birdies all flapping around.
It feels like I'm in, I don't know, it feels like I'm in a Disney film.
Yeah.
Or something like, and it's just like all this layer of clouds and then just like random mountains.
Peeking
it looks
up.
like we're like above the ocean.
It was a really special moment for me as well because this is like the first cloud inversion that I've seen in probably 2 decades, to be honest. Maybe a decade and a half. and it's just so beautiful. I'm so glad that we could bring you guys along on this today. It's incredible, better than I could have ever hoped for. Oh, and just look at that. The worst of the elevation is done. But what a stunning view.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Absolutely incredible. Breathtaking. But just cannot get over this view, guys. Absolutely insane. The mountains actually look like they're growing and becoming taller because the clouds are obviously sinking down lower. One thing I've got to say about this part though is the greenkeeper up here does an absolutely superb job. Look how well kept a garden is.
I know.
It's amazing. This would be a perfect wild camping spot in the North Coast 500. Which, if you are into, here's a subtle plug, we actually have a downloadable ebook that you can check out on our website. It tells you all of the best wild camping locations and as well a wee itinerary for if you want to get around the route and make your trip easier. Go and check that out. Here's a little card. And here it is. We made it. Yes! Oh, my mouth is like a desert. Oh my goodness, did not bring enough water, guys. Bring more than 1.5 litres. I did not realise how dehydrating that would be actually, because we're above the clouds so the air is so dry. I'm very much looking forward to getting back down and filling up in that stream. What is on the menu for lunch?
Oh, the same as when we hiked up the Larrigay. As you might be able to tell, when we were in Tesco the other day, we got a whole lot of like
Fake meats.
fake meat alternatives.
On a huge discount.
Like, really good
Yeah.
discount. They were all like under £1, which is really good because normally they're really expensive. So
We stocked up on them.
This was
Chicken
like
wrap,
some
fake chicken wrap.
Just with salads and
Exactly what we need.
no sunburn on the scalp today. Keeping my hat on.
Fashionable hat. If you like the hat, guys, hit that like button.
You say that something's got to give. You say it's one way to live. Yet you sit and wait for better days. I think we must push through the grey.
And the best bit is that it's all downhill from here. The tough part's over and it should be pretty easy from now on. Oh my god, I regret everything that I said earlier. This is so much worse going downhill. My knees are killing me. And so we were just walking along the road back to Ellie and we looked through the bushes and saw these bunch of guys just chilling out. We got some highland cows. Oh, they're so cute, aren't they?
So cute. Look how well groomed this one is. So beautiful.
He's just had a haircut. Hey there, buddy.
I'm done looking over my shoulder. This past time won't help me getting over it.
Oh, and that was very well spotted just through the bushes. I think it might have just made the whole trip worthwhile. One job we still have to do, however, is get these bikes out of the van that we put in earlier because we were paranoid about someone stealing them. Oh god, this is not something that I can be bothered doing right now.
Maybe someday when I've grown older, I can see it all clear from above. Looking back on it all, maybe I can see what was broken.
And so guys, we've got some burgers cooking away. I think we've earned it. After the busy couple of days that we've had, it has just seriously been exhausting and I'm so excited for bed.
My legs, honestly, are so sore. Like right now, I'm just like, my legs are telling me, you've just climbed a Monroe, you need to elevate. They're like so sore.
I know, and as usual, Gemma straight into her dressing gown.
That was the first thing I did.
Yeah. So we're gonna have dinner. We're going to send this video off here. As I said, we're going to be showing lots of undiscovered and kind of unknown sides to the North Coast 500 that you probably won't have actually heard before. So this isn't going to be like any other travel series. If you want to see a side to the North Coast 500 that you've never seen before, hit that subscribe button down below, join the Highlands to Hammocks gang, and if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. It just lets us know that we're doing the right thing and we can continue to make videos just like this one. And as always guys,
We will see you again in the next one.
hopefully this is more of what's to come on the 8. On the North Coast 500.
Oh, that is very annoying because we don't have tin or do we? We do, thank goodness. I'm just absolutely useless at using them. I think I'll put that tin back in the bag.
That's always the best part about these tourist attractions. Doggies everywhere. Smash that like button on this video, guys, and if it gets 1,000 likes, we'll get a dog. Don't do it. Don't like this video.
Okay, let's hope for better luck. Success! Ow. So much stuff lying around this van.
And as always, guys,
we will see you again in the next one.